Welcome to the wonderful world of Oh So Lovingly. I'm Heather. I'm a chinoiserie artist, endlessly inspired, seeker of beauty, and joy-addicted maximalist. Was that enough adjectives for you? My goal is to help you decorate a home that you adore, and I paint chinoiserie that helps breathe life onto your walls. Today I wanted to open the garden gate and give you a behind-the-scenes peek of how my collections over the past year have come to life. They're like my little babies, so do not ask me to pick a favorite because I won't do it. Welcome to Oh So Lovingly, where life imitates art, discovering beauty in the everyday with the whimsy and elegance around every corner. This week, I am bringing you behind the scenes of a chinoiserie artist's entire year in works. I'm so excited to talk about my inspiration process with you, show you how the artwork comes to life. There might be a couple of flowers involved in this video, and I'm bringing you with me to a very scenic wedding. I'm so happy you're here. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, and let's take in the beauty of the world slower and more intentionally, because there is beauty all around us. As a chinoiserie artist and textile designer, I don't just stop at painting a painting. Like, I don't just sell my prints on my website, which come beautifully framed to your door, by the way, but I also design textile collections. So basically, I'll take one of my pieces and I will turn it into an entire collection of wallpapers and fabrics for curtains, endless possibilities. So I thought I would unpack the entire last year in collections, the artwork, the paintings, the prints, and the wallpapers and the fabrics that were born out of each collection. In the first collection, this is so serendipitous because this is just how much I love this color, I'm wearing it, is the 𝑶𝑷𝑬𝑵, which is in green collection. This collection actually started with the textile collection. I had just learned Adobe Illustrator. 𝑶𝑷𝑬𝑵 was born from my favorite place here in Atlanta, which I bring you with me to often. It's the greenhouse. I love going to the greenhouse at Boxwoods and exploring the beautiful things they have every season. Every week is different. Every month is definitely different. And every season is just turning over literally a new leaf of brand new inspiration and new colors and new possibilities. The greenhouse really inspired my chinoiserie abstracts, and it also really inspired the Thistle and Vine collection, which is available to shop on Spoonflower. I adored the delicate leaves, and that really gave me the idea to do my watercolor taking stripes. I loved the Lily of the Valley, and that inspired me to do the Lily of the Valley and the taking stripes. And the tulips at Boxwoods really inspired me to do the French tulips. Everything talks to each other, and I thought I would do this deep dive into collections to show you like a very zoomed out view of how my creative process works, how I get my ideas, and how they come to life, and how they are, it's like just Easter eggs throughout all my work when you think about it, because I do a French tulip on paper, and then that translates to a fabric collection. And then the fabric collection, it can be made in any different kind of colors. So I have the curtains in my bedroom, which are the French tulips inspired by this very collection. Oh my gosh, that's actually like so good. That is so good. I added a little mud water today to my usual dandelion tea and chocolate collagen protein powder tea. I added a little mud water, like just a little, because I do love the benefits of the adaptogenic mushrooms, but I don't love the taste. But this is amazing. Like full-bodied, 1 second. This is really good. So many flavors. Yes. Every day I try to get outside and do my grounding, and I think as an artist, especially a chinoiserie artist, I paint so much green. I paint so many leaves. Leaves are a huge part of chinoiserie, and I think there's something so powerful about a color that you can see endlessly and still feel so hopeful and whimsical and vibrant to you. So green is one of my favorite colors, and The set that actually started this entire collection was the 𝑶𝑷𝑬𝑵 collection, and I'll pop it on the screen here. This collection was my absolute favorite to do. Green ties everything together. This particular collection was the first one that I launched on my website. This was my debut collection. It actually sold out overnight, which is so exciting. We had an incredible response, which just kind of really propelled me to keep going. And my next collection, I was even more excited about. Next came Le Jardin. I wanted to create something that felt like a garden gate. So Le Jardin was born from this idea that I wanted to have a beautiful trellis garden gate on a panel. And the full name of these panels is Le Jardin d'Elisabeth, meaning Elizabeth's garden. So this collection was painted in honor of my perfect niece, who I'm obsessed with. She is my bestie. She also loves being outside. We stare at flowers together. I am just obsessed with her. She's my best friend in the world. And so this collection, Le Jardin, came because I wanted to paint something for her bedroom that she would grow up with and that would infuse joy into her life as she is growing and learning about herself and discovering everything from her 10 fingers and toes to the beauty of the world. So Le Jardin came about from a very special place. Le Jardin was also the birthplace of my love affair for blue and green. So in coming up with the colors for the trellis and the backdrop for these panels, I was like, what is going to be the best color? What's going to be the most neutral? What's going to be the most friendly color that would go with anything? Because I fully know that as Elizabeth Ann and as I grew up, like, your tastes shift, what you like changes. So these panels would go in a room that is pink or blue or orange or purple. These prints would go with anything because they are blue-green, and blue-green just ties everything together. As I've been saying, green definitely ties a whole room together, but blue-green together in a painting seems to really always land. The blue-green was definitely an important decision on the panels. If you love these panels as much as I do, I've seen them done beautifully in nurseries, above a bedside table, on either side of a bed. People bring these into their home and it just completely breathes life into their spaces. My best friend's nursery, actually, I'll pop the video on the screen. These panels were so perfect for on the either side of her crib canopy, which was such a beautiful idea. Ashley did such a great job in this nursery. What's so interesting is that the intention of putting it in a nursery for Elizabeth Ann really seems to be what these prints are the most popular with. So if you have a nursery, check out these panels. If you have a bedside table that just kind of needs something above it, check out these panels, or the bamboo panels would be great for above a bedside table. I'll pop an image of that on the screen. I really love a big chinoiserie panel on either side of your bed. That's just such a great look. This was the start of my love affair with blue and green. I didn't realize it at the time. This is before the Southern Living magazine article, which I will bring up in a little bit. But this is when my realization that blue and green are like cookie dough and ice cream. They just go together perfectly. So it was out of these panels that my Le Jardin patterns were born. And I love this wallpaper. This is available on Spoonflower. When I tell you this is my bestseller, like, it is so popular on my Spoonflower storefront. I painstakingly picked the colors for everything, like the birds, the butterflies, what shade of green the leaves would be, adding the cherry blossoms. I really was like, do I add cherry blossoms or no? I'm so glad I did. And just the planning of this collection was so intensive that by the time I started painting it, I was relaxing, honestly. That was the relaxing portion of this process, because the planning was so creatively intense, but that's how you know something amazing is coming of it. So in the next collection, I really came into my own with the blue and green. Spring is my absolute favorite. The latest collection, and honestly the era that I am still in, is en fleur, which means in bloom. I'm still working on this collection, but there have been so many works that have come under the en fleur theme. I was very inspired by the Gracie wallpaper miniatures that people put up, and I loved how it was so vibrant with pastels, and I wanted to create my own version of that, and I painstakingly picked the colors for these pieces. So we had the pink on the yellow, the white and green on the pink, we had bamboo on green, and then we had peonies on blue. And I cannot tell you how long it took me to find that perfect color combination. I sketched so many different color combinations and I arrived at that one. So en fleur was really my time to explore bamboo. And when I was painting the bamboo, I thought to myself, this is an amazing neutral. Like, first of all, right around this time, Southern Living dropped an article that basically declared green and blue as the new neutral color. Like, green and blue is a neutral. I thought to myself, why don't I make a green and blue panel of bamboo that is just like putting a window in your wall, but a window to a very perfectly curated garden where there are always butterflies. The en fleur bamboo was born from this pair of 4. It was really important for me that whatever big panels that I did, they would fit in any space. So no matter what your colors are, green and blue ties it all together, and it really just brings the outside in. It's calming, it's tranquil, it's restorative, it's peaceful. It makes your home feel like a sanctuary, which is like why I paint. To help your home feel honestly like your charging port at the end of the day. I want your home to restore you and feel like a sanctuary and feel like an escape, and that's what I wanted to accomplish with this. The textile collection is still underway, but so far, it has birthed the papillon, which is the butterflies. I'm in love with the butterfly patterns. They look so cute. They're really so playful and happy and whimsical. And that textile collection is still underway. So get marvelously excited for what's to come, because en fleur, I feel like I'm gonna be here for a while. I feel like I'm gonna be in the en fleur era for a while, because I mean, it's spring, we're still in spring, so I'm loving it all. I think the next collection though, after en fleur, is going to be something along the lines of white on blue, or the white on like a solid color, which I really just love. I love this vibe. It looks so beautiful, and again, it's dainty. It goes in any space. So either this is gonna be my next collection vibe, or something like this. This is the brown piece that I did, and I wrapped the matting in a beautiful fabric. And I love this tone. I love the paper bag brown. Again, it can go anywhere. It can go in any space. So to be honest, I don't know where I'm going next, but I'm still in en fleur. Either one of those is where I'm going next, and I'm just really excited that I have a next place to go, because sometimes it's like when you're done with a collection, when you're done with a mood, or you're done with a color, you move on to whatever's next. And sometimes you don't know what's next. Like sometimes I have no ideas what's coming on the end of a project, but right now I'm at a place where I know exactly what's coming next. And I wonder if that's just more practice, just painting more. I wonder if that's it. But I feel very blessed that I know exactly, loosely where I'm going next. So that's so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm gonna put this back up. Okay, I think I about wrapped that up in 10 minutes. Speaking of things that greatly inspire me, let's arrange some flowers. This is leftover from a shower that a friend of mine had this past weekend, and they know how much I love flowers, so they were like, please just take them home. They had so much. Wait, I'm not even done. Like, this is not even all of it. And I mean, what's a girl to do? Love my spode pitcher. This is a great vase. Now, I'll give you a little floral hack. When I don't have fresh flowers, what I do is I put my dried hydrangeas in my vases throughout the home. So it always feels like there is fresh greenery, even though it's dried. But this is a great vase. I'm gonna set this one aside. I'm going to get, oh, that echoes. Hello. I'm gonna get fresh water and flower food and mix it up and get these vases ready. I also grabbed my favorite Juliska vase. This one I am very attached to. I had my eye on this from a Homeworthy video and I was like, oh my gosh, where is her vase from? I need it. And then I realized it's Juliska. So this was a very special vase. I love her so much. I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna dip you down. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you are gonna get fresh flowers, make sure that you grab at least 2 of the flower food packets. That way you can sustain your blooms for a long time. So with hydrangeas, these are already starting to wilt. They will come back, never fear. A little wilting on a hydrangea just means it wants more space and it wants more water. So I'm going to take the leaves off of this hydrangea because if there's too many leaves, it takes the water away from the blooms. I cut my stems at a dramatic angle, if you can see that, so they have more surface area to absorb the water. And I'm gonna do the hydrangeas in this one because I just love this vase so very much. I just want to study this with you because I love green so much, and these little blossoms on the hydrangea, I think these are the shamrock hydrangeas. They're just dripping in character and they're so gorgeous, each individual blossom. I love how they get white at the center and darker toward the edges. Gosh, they're just, there is no flower like the hydrangea. Well, who's surprised that I did an entire collection that's just green? Leaves and hydrangeas, they are quite obsessed with water. I like to give them their own vase because they're just really love to drink that water. And I filled this up to the top. I have big plans for the blue and purple hydrangeas, so don't you worry. I'm just over the moon excited with all these hydrangeas. Y'all should have seen the flowers at this party. They sent a couple people home with this quantity, if that tells you anything. Oh my gosh, this is looking so great. So I've done the bottom layer. Oh my gosh, and after this, I need to bring you outside and show you our hydrangeas because Steven fertilized them. And oh my gosh, they are already so big. I'm beside myself. Oh, so beautiful. I've got a couple hydrangeas that need a little surgery. So what I'm gonna do is get some hot boiling water and put them in there, and then I will circle back with you and show you how they come back to life, because that's the best trick with wilted hydrangeas. They just need a little hot water. Okay, so just for fun, I'm gonna show you the before. This is the wilted hydrangea before the hot water. And I fully expect this to take a couple of hours, so I might be showing you the after tonight or tomorrow, but it's definitely going to come back to life. I'm popping in from the future. It's almost dark outside, but I had to show you. It came back to life. Look at that. Now it's prettier than all the other ones. Amazing. You probably thought I was joking when I said hot water. I mean boiling water will revive your hydrangeas. Put the wilted ones in the hot water. Here's the before of the wilted bouquet that's literally steaming. Oh my goodness, look what just fell. Oh my gosh. I love flower arranging. So beautiful. Love it so much. This one is for the blue and purple. I'm so excited. I don't know why. I've never liked purple. Lavender I can deal with, but purple doesn't do it for me unless it's next to blue and unless they're hydrangeas. This is beautiful together. I love the purple and the blue. It did that just because it heard me say I don't like purple. So purple and blue together are an exception. I love purple and blue together because they're really complementary colors, and that is something that, you know, as an artist, I've loved learning about. And you can use this complementary colors, you know, principle in your daily life too, like decorating. It's so great to know what colors complement each other, what colors just go best with what other colors. And I think that's a really great gift to be able to have. So I'm gonna pop an image of the color wheel on the screen, because sometimes when I'm painting, I come back to the color wheel, because the color wheel tells me what colors go best together. If you get colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, it definitely enriches your experience with all of the colors. So if you get a color that's next to another color on the color wheel, it's even more vibrant, and they just bring out those hues within each other, and I think they're even stronger. So that's why blue and purple, similarly to red and pink, I love red and pink together. That is such a great and happy color combination. So that's why I think blue and purple together is so effortlessly elegant. Up, I need to revive this one as well. There's nothing a little hot water can't fix. Here she is. Oh my gosh. I've got to do a photo shoot with this in front of my bamboo panels. That's gonna be amazing. And I have that little purple one left over. I'll pop her right on the top. Perfect. No one needs to know. Who's gonna know? How would they know? So beautiful. Love it. Now I've got a mint julep cup with some water. I love doing roses in mint julep cups. There's just something so ladylike about it. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm just going to take, again, all the leaves off, cut these way down, and start building this one out. I just feel like if I were Princess Catherine, I would have this in my bathroom at all times. Like a little bouquet of roses in a mint julep cup. All right, so I need to fill in this area. I'm packing up an order of this set of originals that was placed by Sweet Danielle. Danielle, they are almost fully dried and they are on their way to you. I'm so excited. I just need to sign them. So thank you to Danielle. I'm excited that they're on their way to you. So let's pack an order together. Okay, so I'm gonna run out, pop this in the mail. I wanna bring you with me to some of my favorite places. I am at Floral Park Market. This is my favorite farmer's market to come to. They've got incredible plants, incredible greenery, lots of wonderful kitchenware. I really love their baskets. They just have the best selection of baskets and candles and amazing baked goods, ready-made flowers. They're so divine, the fresh bread here. This is actually where I bought my sourdough starter. So it's very special to me at the Floral Park Market. They have a room in the back that is refrigerated, and it's where the flowers live. The poppies, the tulips, the roses, the hydrangeas, and even the wildflowers. Absolutely the best selection of flowers that you will fall in love with. They have local produce, beautiful vegetables and herbs. I love their baked goods. Like, everything is so good. They have a lot of Italian imported goods, so they have the pastas, the olive oils, and a lot of the treats that you find in Italy, actually. A lot of the things you can't find anywhere else. So after I looked at their fresh florals, I popped down the street to Turnage Place, which is an amazing antique store and they are gearing up for a big sale. I think it's June 15th. So mark your calendars because they have so many beautiful pieces. Truly, you can always find something. You will be spoiled for choice at Turnage Place. They have beautiful decor. They have books. They have really cool odds and ends, lots of copper, lots of porcelain, serveware, teacups. This is the mecca of teacups. A lot of silver as well, which is honestly, a lot of this makes a great gift. I love their hand-painted porcelain. It's so charming. I've got so many things here, just over time, falling in love with things that I find here. An old cash register, amazing. And look at these cute napkin rings, the mother of pearl flowers. Loved them.
I cannot believe it. They are already popping so beautifully. Oh my gosh, they're already coming. I cannot believe it. They're so beautiful. Oh, it's gonna be a great hydrangea season. We did fertilize them too, so thank you to my husband for fertilizing these for us. Yay! Why I'm out here is to show you the most beautiful, voluptuous basil plant I have seen. Oh my gosh, this is so big and it's organic, and I'm going to pot this basil up. I'm so glad I went out today. They had like the most beautiful basil in the store. Oh, okay, let me pot this up. Thought this would be a good time to clean my rings too, so they are inside getting cleaned. But this pot size is too small for Rosemary, clearly, because she did. And I'm very, very sad. Like, I am very heartbroken about this rosemary being dead. But I think this is probably a better size pot for basil, so I'm going to go ahead and plant basil in here. Organic potting soil here. It's fresh. Oh no, I lost the leaf. I don't want to lose a basil leaf. Okay, I'm gonna do one more scoop. Perfect. I'm honestly so excited about this basil. I think I'm gonna try to make some homemade pesto. That would be amazing. I know my Italian loves some homemade pesto. Also, it's important to me that I get organic herbs and use organic soil, potting soil. It's just me, not the way you have to do it, but I prefer everything to be organic, especially if I'm going to grow it. I keep losing the leaves. I keep losing basil leaves. It's fine. I'm going to make pesto with this anyways. Okay. Perfect. I also must show you my flowering chives. How cute. They're actually flowering. These are the best, especially on scrambled eggs. They're so good. I'm gonna let that soak in and come back and then water it again. Oh, this morning, this weather is so perfect. It's glorious. I just did a little bit of foraging to go with some of these gorgeous blooms. So I just foraged some greenery, and I love, let me set this down and show you. I love when a bouquet just like spills. You know, when it's just got, it's long and leggy and it's just spilling out. It's so beautiful. Love foraging. It really just adds that extra touch.
Good morning, my beauties. It is a beautiful day. We are going to a wedding in Greenville, South Carolina. So it's quite an early morning and I've been getting some stuff in the house done. Not nearly enough though, to be honest. But I did want to show you this gorgeous new dress by Restore. I love this color palette. Again, this is like the brown paper bag vibe that we were talking about yesterday. I love this dress. This beautiful linen pattern. I paired it with a belt. You certainly don't have to. I'll show you without the belt. It's genuinely so soft and cozy. And the length is perfect for like a really hot summer day. Like it is just, I have a feeling I'm gonna be wearing this dress everywhere. I just feel like it's a nice buttoned up look to add a belt onto a dress like this where it's like really sweet and plain and not much shape. Here's my little belt trick with a loose dress. I like to kind of pull it out like that to give the dress a little bit of a natural fall over the belt. Love this dress so much, like seriously. I am gonna wear this in the car on the way up. It's not a long trip at all. It's just, I really love how comfortable this is and cozy and just so cute. So I thought we could pack together because there are some things that I love bringing with me on overnight trips that are just essentials, but you don't really think about. And I have a hack for how to always remember what to pack. Also, I just got a text from our realtor. I'm really trying not to think about this. Like really, I'm trying not to think about this. That we might not get the house we both really liked. Man, it's okay. God's got it. Anyway, let's pack. This will be a very good welcome distraction. Let's pack for Greenville. My ring is fully charged. That's great. Perfect timing. So these are my Ana Luisa little stacking diamonds that I wear on either side of, it's just a prettier, more intentional look when you've got diamonds on either side of it. Without the rings, it's kind of a bulky look. So I love the rings on either side. It just gives it a more elegant feel. These are my favorite little travel pouches. They keep everything. They're so cute. So in my pouch, Ziploc of Q-tips. This just stays in my bag because you always need Q-tips for putting makeup on. At least I do. Deodorant, which has been my favorite deodorant, the Maison Louis Marie. Gosh, I love this stuff. There's no aluminum or parabens. This is the only deodorant that is aluminum and paraben free that works on me. So highly recommend the Maison Louis Marie deodorant. I guess I'll go in order. So that's morning. I have my Love and Rose serum by One Love Organics. This is great. It's so hydrating, so good, especially under your SPF. So I've got my 45 tinted SPF. This is great. I love this one. It's mineral sunscreen. It's not chemical sunscreen. So this is a great sunscreen. So that's in the morning. Oh, and then my vitamin C serum. So vitamin C serum, then the hydrator, and then sunscreen. I know it's a lot. And then at night I have, you're gonna laugh, but I've actually really been impressed with the retinol by Trader Joe's. I know, I'm just as shocked as you are, but this stuff is amazing. Like, okay, so it also has baobab seed oil, and it's 0.3% retinol. It's been really, really good. So that's a good one if you don't want to like spend a ton on retinol, because actually studies have not proven that more expensive is better on retinol. Like the studies are just showing that if you use it, you're good. You know, so I'm fine with that. So this is tallow salve. And it's fragrance free. This is made by White Oak Pastures, which is actually nearby. This is the best. Tallow salve you can put anywhere. I love it on the back of my hands because I always need it. It's so great, especially on spots that are prone to like dryness, even eczema. Tallow salve is just amazing and it's so good for your skin. Tallow is the closest thing to the nutrients that our skin makes. So it's like the easiest thing for our skin to absorb. I've just been so, oh, I put it everywhere. I put it on my lips too. Let me put some on my lips. I do try to warm it up first. I warm it up first. I mean, like, it has been so good for my skin. I can just tell my skin is so happy. It says Halo Salve, floss, toothbrush, toothpaste, makeup remover. I always try to bring, I have some L'Occitane bars of soap that I always have in my suitcase, so that's another good thing to bring. Another lip product, but I only use this at night because it is very thick. The Tatcha lip mask. This is an amazing, and it has a little applicator on the top. It's so amazing. It's basically like pear jelly, and it's so amazing. It's thick, and I'm not even kidding when I tell you my lips are bigger. My lips are bigger since using this, just because it restores moisture. Okay, then I was gonna show you what I do is I keep a list. My ring is not off body, it's on body, it's on me. I was gonna show you the list. I keep a note on my phone. I have a note for weekend packing, long trip packing, overnight packing, and I'm gonna use the overnight packing, and I just keep a list of everything on my phone, even down to like the snacks that I want to have with me. So this list is very helpful. Just keep something on your phone so you know every time you travel, you can take the stress off of you and just like work on this list. This honestly takes so much stress off of me when I'm getting ready to go somewhere because I know the list has it all. I'm actually packing a ton of dresses because we don't know what the weather is going to be like yet. It's saying like it's really warm today, but tomorrow it's saying cold, and then the next day it's saying hot. So I really don't know what to wear. I've got like 7 dresses hanging in the car. So we will see. But I'm so excited to bring you guys with us to Greenville for Stephen's godson's wedding. This is the charming bathroom where we stayed in Greenville. I am studying the marble pattern here because I definitely want to do this in our next house. Like floor to ceiling marble tiles. Absolutely beautiful. And they did put a skylight in here, which just really has the natural light. So powerful. It's absolutely gorgeous. So then we really spent a lot of time in downtown Greenville. Super cute. We went to Jenny's ice cream. You know us Atlanta crowd. We found the Jenny's. The wedding the next morning was at a place called Pretty Place Chapel. Not even kidding. The chapel is called Pretty Place, and you will see why after we get there. We have to get through these winding mountain roads to get to Pretty Place Chapel, and we are just climbing the mountain as we go. It's so beautiful driving up here. I wish every drive could be this beautiful. And this is the location for the wedding ceremony. I was just in awe. Absolutely awestruck with this view. I'm actually glad we had a cloudy day because it was even more beautiful and it was nicely shaded to where we could really see. Oh my goodness. I just couldn't stop taking this view in. And what a sweet, special wedding it was. And then it was time to head back home. But we made so many memories with Stephen's family in Greenville. Good morning, my beauties. It's Sunday. We have fresh bread in the house, and I was particularly impressed with myself with how big the holes in my loaf are getting, which is the goal of sourdough. You want a dough that's really bubbly and active, and that was such a great loaf this morning. Like, it was so good. So for church today, because we got back late last night, this is one of my go-to Etsy dresses. It's so easy and so soft and really cozy. We had so much fun at the wedding. Okay, we have to talk about Pretty Place Chapel. It's literally called Pretty Place, and wow. I will say, getting there, it was 30 minutes of driving up windy mountainous roads. It was so worth it though, because that was such an amazing, it was just beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And my sister-in-law told me that apparently Pretty Place Chapel is like TikTok famous. So I don't have TikTok, but I took her word for it, because I mean, there's no doubt about it. That place is truly beautiful. And gosh, you could just see like the birds flying by, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And it made me think, oh my gosh, blue-green. Blue-green. Yes, it was just the most beautiful display. Absolutely gorgeous display. Beautiful, stunning. Oh my gosh. I know I've spoken about this before, but I don't talk about it near enough, because I just did this again and I have to share. So, another place I get my inspiration from for artwork and, you know, just decorating in general is watching fashion shows. I love watching fashion shows. And the latest one, I don't know if it's the latest, but the one that I watched most recently is the Chanel Cruise 2025 to 26. Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. You need to watch it. Even if you never buy these clothes, they're at Lake Como. They are at a historic hotel, beachside, in Italy's incredibly photogenic Lake Como. So they're in a hotel. Oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm still thinking about this, and I had to just share. Like, it's so beautiful. It's beautiful. So that's how I get inspired for artwork. And let me tell you, a color that totally is, there were a couple looks from that show. Oh my god, like the silhouettes and the color combinations. I know I was saying how I really don't like purple. I really don't like purple. But in this particular fashion show, I saw purple and orange together in a way that made me excited. And the silhouettes, the fabrics, like, oh my gosh. My favorite looks from this show were all colors that I don't normally gravitate toward. And it really gave me so much inspiration, specifically for orange and yellows, which is great because I am getting started on a new collection of garden flowers, which I'm very excited about. The orange and yellow hues on this fashion show were so magnetic. I'm going to leave a link in the description box below because you have to watch this. It's escapism at its finest, and it's so much inspiration. I had to mention that because you guys will really love watching that fashion show. It was divine. It was beautiful. So we are heading to church today. Come along.